What's up, guys? Coach Ben here. I just want to go over quickly a warm-up routine and how you want to structure your warm-up. And today, I just want to go over how a framework of a warm-up looks. I don't really care too much about the specific exercises, but we'll show a video of the specific exercises. It's more important today to understand why you do certain things in a warm-up, and also why is it that you structure it in this manner. Okay, so usually when my clients, athletes come into the gym, I have them start on a general warm-up. Okay, so a general warm-up is just any kind of stationary bike. It could be jumping jacks, it can be incline treadmill walk, it can be jump rope. It really doesn't matter. They can run 2 laps outside the building. They could run on a treadmill. It really doesn't matter. Usually it's stationary cardio just to get the blood flowing and just kind of getting them ready for the rest of the workout. And a lot of it, to be honest, is for me to know where they are in the gym, right? So if I know they're going to be on a treadmill, then that's where I find them when their session starts. Okay, so general warm-up, again, stationary bike is great. I like the air bike for general warm-up. I like the treadmill. Doesn't really matter. You pick whatever your gym has access to. Okay, second, and this is optional, right? Some people do not like to do soft tissue work. They don't think it's beneficial. They don't think that the research supports it. Fine, don't do soft tissue work. But I like soft tissue work. I like to use it to kind of just deactivate some of the stiffness in the body, and also just get some of the tissues ready for movement and for exercise, right? What soft tissue work or foam rolling really does is it gives the body kind of a signal that you're going to relax. All right, and that's all we're really looking for, right? Foam rolling doesn't have any magical properties, but it is something that I find a lot of my clients and athletes enjoy doing, and it's become part of their routine, so I have it in there. Next, this is where the actual kind of, I guess you would call this the movement preparation, or the dynamic warm-up, the joint mobility, whatever you want to call it, doesn't really matter, but I generally call it movement prep or movement preparation, and it can be a series of exercises. You pick them. I have my favorite ones. This is my standard kind of dynamic warm-up here. It's locomotive, so you're doing it in a walking pattern. So you're doing knee hugs, walking in a straight line, right? Then you're doing lunge and twist. Then you're doing toy soldiers, side lunge, inchworms. And you'll see while I'm talking, we'll play a video of somebody doing all of these exercises so that you'll know what they are. And again, the purpose of this video is not to give you something that is concrete. It's really just to give you an idea of how a warm-up is structured, and then you can really pick any exercise, right? A knee hug is here. It can also be one of these, which I call a hip hug. It can also be, a walking hamstring scoop. It can be a lot of things, right? It does not have to be in this exact order. The exercises don't have to be all the same. Now, there is a rhyme and a reason that I came up with this order of exercises. So I'm not going to get into detail about that. That's going to be too long of a video. But you want to have your movement prep to have some rhyme or reason, right? So for example, if I just did side lunges, 5 different variations of side lunges, that's probably not what I want, right? I want movement variability, okay? All right, so once you've done your dynamic warm-up, your movement prep, then depending on what you're training for, you can then add this part in, okay? I would say number 4 and number 2 for me are optional, right? You do them when you have time to do them, and also if it's necessary. If you find that you're running low on time, or if your athlete or your client, or if you are doing the workout and you just don't need them, then we can skip them, right? But generally, this one specifically would be for if I'm just getting an athlete ready, or if I'm just working on certain weak points, right? So the lateral mini band shuffle, which is we'll show a video playing that. This is mainly to activate the glutes and to activate the hip abductors, right? It would be considered an activation / corrective exercise. The second one is a thoracic rotation. I find that most athletes just have very poor thoracic rotation. Their T-spine does not like to rotate independently of, say, their lower back or independently of other joints. So the T-spine rotation's in there. And then the kettlebell swing, here's one thing that I've always been taught in the strength and conditioning world is the very last warm-up should be an explosive CNS, central nervous system, driving exercise that kind of wakes you up. All right. Again, it's just something. It's just an anecdote that I've used throughout my career. It may or may not be something you want to add. I tend to like to add an explosive exercise at the very end of the warm-up. Okay, so hopefully that made sense. Again, this whole framework is really to get you guys to understand how to program a warm-up, not to give you guys an exact warm-up that you're going to use, even though this one is pretty good. I like it. I use it quite often. And if you'd like to use it, go ahead. Other than that, I think we're good here. So it doesn't matter if you're warming up for core training, glute training, athletic training, any type of strength training. Pick the exercises that you or your athlete, the person that you're training, is going to need, what they need to work on, and that's how I would design the warm-up. Okay?
omnibeats.com